About cyber cheats and sexting. One person seems to spring to mind these days, New York mayoral candidate Anthony Weiner.
I have said that other texts and photos were likely to come out, and today they have.
Weiner has been caught not once, but twice. His wife is standing by his side, and a few people have come to his defense, suggesting that sending pictures or chatting online is nothing more than harmless flirting. Psychotherapist and relationship expert Kimberly Moffit joins us with her thoughts. Is it just that? Is it just harmless and flirting and
no,
it's not physical, so it doesn't matter?
It is not harmless at all. Actually, emotional affairs can be just as harmful as a physical affair. The definition of cheating by nature is going outside of the boundaries of what is pre-agreed upon in any relationship. So, that means there's a different definition of cheating in each relationship. And so for some people, getting a lap dance at a gentleman's club would be considered cheating, while in other relationships, some people have full sexual encounters with other people. But it's within rules and guidelines that they have because it's an open relationship. So every couple's definition of cheating is different. And an emotional affair still pushes past those boundaries of what is acceptable and comfortable for most couples. So it might seem like it's harmless because it's easy to do and because it's very easy to connect with people. For example, on Facebook, when we have 1,000 friends, or people can have more friends these days. If you look back to the 50s and 60s, actually, people had a much smaller social circle. So they'd be running into the same people each day, going to school or going to work, and cheating was a much harder process then, when they had to kind of maybe find somebody in their own network to cheat with and trust that that person wouldn't tell all of their friends and family members.
There's also something about being behind a computer or behind some sort of device and texting and conversing that way, isn't there? Like, people almost feel fearless, right?
I do think so. It's a much easier process to say something via a text message than in person. But in my opinion, and this works with anything, whether it's relationships or a work email, you always have to be careful of the tone of something. You never want to give someone the wrong idea, and oftentimes text messages and emails can be misinterpreted. So, I always think that if you think your partner would see something and feel uncomfortable with it, it's probably best to not do it.
Anthony Weiner has an extremely accomplished wife. She was Hillary Clinton's aide and accomplished on so many different levels.
Yes.
A lot of people talking about her and the fact that she chose to stand by him for the second time.
Okay.
And why that is. And maybe discuss a little bit, Kimberly, about couples who decide to stay together despite something like this.
Sure. Well, I think that every couple is different, and we can't judge them for the relationship that they have. We don't know what issues that they're going through. They might have had certain issues that they've gone through in the past that they're not discussing now with the public. So just because something like this happens in a public setting, it doesn't mean that it's okay, and it doesn't mean that we need to follow their example. So I think it's good that we respect the decisions that they made, but rather, and also see his decisions to do these things as a representation of what he will be like as a mayor, and in my opinion, it shows a very high lack of impulse control.
Well, obviously a lot of people agree because he has plummeted in the polls, and his campaign manager just quit, so things not going so well.
Not so well for him.
For Mr. Weiner.
No.
Thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.